Hello, everybody. Welcome to some off-day content slash off-season prep. Content prep is what I should say. Today, you can see we have the PlayStation 2 is loaded up and ready to roll. You might be thinking, but Sean, I thought the World Series was going to start today. Well, you would technically be right, but also we're going to just delay it one day. So it'll start tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Hopefully it doesn't throw your schedule off too bad. I apologize. I got caught up in some other things. And you know what? Sometimes that's just not that's what happens. But I had an idea a while ago because I was enjoying doing baseball commentary and talking through the games. I thought it would be fun. I've been doing it's kind of a culmination of all of the different styles of sports content that I've been doing. I did some baseball commentary. I enjoy the long seasons of MLB, the show, and I've been doing the shorter versions of the games in NBA and NFL and even college football. Why not kind of cross-contaminate all of that together into one potential off-season content series, I guess I should say. So what I did was I went out and I looked at what the last MLB The Show game was that was released on the PS2. It is MLB 11 The Show. And I found out that they actually released MLB 2K12 as well, so I figured, why not buy both of these? This one was the more expensive one, and this one was $3 and had never been opened, which was kind of wild. I forget exactly how much this one is, but I imagine that the show is the more, obviously the more sought after of the titles, even on the older generation. So, what I would like to do is run a shortened season, randomize the rosters, shorten the games, and watch them. And that's it. It would be streamed live on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex once the World Series concludes. It'll be streamed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It would replace your baseball content. And that would be what we do. Wednesdays we'll have a different series that'll be related to MLB, the show, that'll go up in that slot. And then Saturdays, what I'm thinking is I will edit together some of the best games of the week, or maybe just pick the best game of the week that we have and throw that up on Saturday. That way, if you've already seen it, no big deal. And if it happens to catch your eye, which is what happened during MLB 2K5 last season, we picked up a big supporter of the channel because they like the San Francisco Giants. I played as the Colorado Rockies. They came in. They've been here for a while now, and I appreciate them being here. So that would be a way to hopefully get this out to more people, because I think the live stream stuff is a little finicky or whatever. And that way, if you miss something cool, that's available, and it makes sure that there's A, 7 days of content, and B, I only have to record 6 days worth, and I can kind of reuse some stuff. Think of it as a clip show. But before I do that, I need to figure out which one of these games is going to work best for us. So we're going to tinker around with this for a little bit, and we'll see if we'll get some stats, and we'll figure some things out, and we'll try to come up with a set, ready to go MLB off-season content experience. So thank you for joining me. This probably ended up under MLB The Show 11's thing, so there you go. They're old enough. I tried to do shorter seasons in the past, but I used MLB The Show 2017, but I think that was too new but not retro enough. Maybe it being on PS2 is helpful. I don't know. Let's find out. By starting with MLB The Show 11. This would be the fun one to use, I think, because it's 15 years specifically. We could actually look at MLB 06 The Show as well as the first one, but I also think that the later one would be theoretically would be the best version on PS2, but we'll see. Jump over to the gameplay here. Might look a little bit funky. Oh, you know what, actually? Do I still have... There we go. This should work better. My webcam's up here, and I think a little bit smaller. The display will be closer to what the March Mascot Madness looks like. It'll look like this, where it'll have the PS2 here. Up above me would be like the cover of the game with the opacity dimmed a little bit, and then it'll have like a now, next, later sort of thing of like the games that are coming up. So, but for now, we'll use this one. So there's not just a dead spot up there in the top left. Grab our PS2 controller here. Turn on our analog. SCEA. Ooh, minor league baseball. So we're looking for a couple of things here. We need to test how long the games are going to take. We need to adjust all of the pitchers. We need to adjust all of the pitchers' stamina so that it kind of forces the game to play the way that I want it to play. And then we need to see how long seasons are, both in number of games and in number of days that it takes to complete those numbers of games, if that all makes sense. Oh, Dallas Braden. Wow. Oh, no. Was that the Tigers one? Oh, that's brutal. Wow. That's what...
Then Matt Garza threw the first no-hitter in Rays history.
Wow, no-hitters all over the place.
Nearly 150 pitches in his no-hitter.
150?
Roy Halladay.
Roy Halladay?
What do we say about him?
It's the 20th perfect game in baseball history.
Wow.
And the second one this year. Roy Halladay has thrown a no-hitter.
It really was the year of the pitcher.
Year of the pitcher. Oh, this is an interesting intro to have because I don't think that this has the analog stick thing. Ignite old rivalries in rivalry mode, new personalized batting stances, feel the rush of even more realism, hit your way to the top and road to the show. Okay, so. Oh, they don't have the options. Let's go jukebox. Take as many of these songs as possible off. Okay. And then we will hopefully... Why is that song 7 minutes long? Okay, and that saves. So, what we need to do here is look at game modes. We want season mode, because I don't believe franchise is going to have what I want. We're just going to double check. I think the difference between franchise and season is I think it's the time off, or the what do they call it? Okay. Ooh, boy, do I get any settings here? Okay. Global fantasy draft. It's the service time, I think, throws a lot of this stuff off. Player 1, player 2. Manual, trades, training, management, rehab. Okay, so we'll go back. I knew that season was what we wanted. I don't know why I even really looked at that. Okay, so new 1 player. We will use the current rosters. Why would... well, because I would go in and adjust it, and that would be the thing. Okay. And then I guess technically we would be in charge of the Mariners. There they are. Ichiro and King Felix. And then we would want a fantasy draft. 82 games. Okay, so here let's take some notes. This might be a little dry, but that's okay. We'll open. So we have MLB 11, the show. Fantasy draft. Yes. Oh, my Xbox controller's in a weird spot. And then we have number of games 14, 29, 82, 162. And then CPU trading, and then we can adjust innings. Yes, because I want this to be a 3-inning season. And you know what? We will turn the designated hitter on. Manager mode view. Broadcast presentations. Many. Game tips. Batter walk up. Umpire check swing consistency. Okay. All right. So global and then player 1. All right. So fantasy draft on. And then we'll just... Oh, we get the 3rd pick. Advance. Oh, boy. Auto draft. Yes. Oh, boy. This might take a second. I forgot it was a PS2 there for a moment. Oh, that actually didn't take that long at all. We are facing Tim Lincecum. Okay, so now we need number of days for season. So we want the schedule. So we get home and away against the Padres. Interesting. So when does it start? It starts... because this is Sim Spring. My bad. Sim Spring training. There might be a setting. I might need to look at that. I did forget about that. Okay. Perfect. It was a bad time to take a drink, apparently. Advance. Yes. All right. So let's go start 82 games is March 31. End 82 games so view today's games. Okay, there's no games. 4-1. All right. Cool. Awesome. Why would it do that to me? Okay, so 2, and that has a lot. So basically what it would be is we would just have a day. We might have a short little intro one for day number 1, and we'll do the Marlins Nationals. Maybe take a look at some rosters. I don't really know how to do this. Maybe it'll depend on how many days it is, and we could just start this. But it could also just be a one-off, to start things up, just to kind of get some things going. Marlins Nationals, probably not huge draws, if I'm being honest. Let's do this. Let's go. Options. Then let's go audio. And we will go announcer volume.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell. Welcome to MLB 11, the show. Hi, this is Dave.
Hi. There's a really good one in... cancel. Accept. Apply. And then let's save. See. Oops. I was trying to put a space. C1. How do I enter? Square. Okay. That checks out. Warning. Saving. Perfect. There might be some days that are kind of funky and short. That's why I'm kind of curious about. Okay, so then while that is saving, we can go end and then all star break. Okay. So let's do that. Do I need to save the settings, I wonder? We'll figure it out. Okay, so play Seattle's games, view today's games. How do I... Whatever. So April 1st. So like the 19th, we would just do these 3. Which is fine. So then what's our schedule look like? So we get the Angels, the Athletics, Angels, Texas, Detroit, Kansas City, St. Louis, Philadelphia, Colorado. There's like a big break there. Now, does it go all the way through? Where's All-Star break? Where is the All-Star? Does it remove the All-Star game? Okay. So there's no home run derby. So the All-Star break would be 5/19 for what we're looking at. May 19. Okay, then we would want May 17 through 20. So then go back. It would end on July 4th. View today's games. And this would be the end of it. Okay. 7/4. So April 1st to July 4. Now, we need to get our trusty days between dates. Get that up and hope it doesn't break OBS. We want 04, 01, 20, what is it, 2011? 2011 to 07, nope, 07 to 04, 2011. And then add, calculate 95 days. 95 days. Let's go. Total days, 95 for the full season. SEASON. And then we need -3 for all star, which would be 92. So 92 days of the streams. Now, if we assume that this series would theoretically start so we'll start Tuesday the 14th. So you'd have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That would be the potential World Series. So we would have October 21st, 2025 through, let's go March. I'm going to assume that the next MLB The Show game is going to come out about 2 weeks before opening day. So I will say that it'll be the 13th. So we will go with the 12th. 3/12/2026. That is 143 days. Now, that's not 100% accurate. 10. Hold on. 21, 25 through 3/12/26 is 143 total days. Now, this would only go up certain days of the week. So let's see if we can... How do I adjust that? Count only... Oh. Here we go. Exclude... Oh, here. Include only... Custom. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Bam. Now... That's 102 days. How do I... 102 days of content. That I'm not 100% sure how to phrase, but 102 days of content schedule. SUMTTHF. I don't know why I capitalized F in that. Boy, I sure hope that note makes sense to me. Okay. So, there are 10 days of that. What would 102 days... So, if we were to take... So, that's the 12th, so it'd be... So, that'd be 102, 101, 109... What? 102, 101, 100, 99... 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 94 on the first, 94 on the first, 90, oh wait, am I counting this? Oh shit. Is that right? Hold on. Oh god. We're working with it. We're figuring it out. March. So that's 102, 101, 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92. Oh. So that would end, and that was that last Thursday in February. That would be awesome. That would end February 26th, if my math is correct. Now, this does count for us to have the entirety of the 7-game set. But if the regular season were to end perfectly on February 26th before the Friday, that means that I could just do the playoffs would be a whole stream on Friday, February 27th, which would be perfect because then we would jump into March Mascot Madness that following Sunday, Friday, Sunday, and then the proposed March 13th would be a MLB The Show mega stream, and then it would be another mascot Sunday, like Sunday, Friday, Sunday, Friday. So that could really work. Unless people would want that, in which case we would have a bunch of days of extra stuff. Let me see if I can find a MLB The Show 11 PS2 cover. See if I can find one of those real quick. Images. Oh, perfect. All right. Save image as. Right in the stream folder. The Show 11. Just to give you an idea of what it would look like, we'll pop this over in here. And we'll... I didn't actually need to close that window out, but whatever. So we can do here, and then go... That's way too... Obviously way too big, but... What's the difference between that? It's 729. And it's... So I need it 427 by 729. I feel like I should have that memorized. 4... Oops. By 729. Okay. And then, can you do the opacity here? No. Doesn't look like it. Top left. No. Okay. Well, that's a problem for a different day. So then, let's go back to opening day, which would be Friday, April 1st. And... you could just watch them. Okay, it's perfect. All right. Oh, shoot. Actually, damn it. Right at the 22:30 mark-ish. All right. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I probably should have turned the music off, but we'll figure that out in a second. But it'll basically, the loading screen is going to take a bit. You can take a look at the lineups there, and that way make sure I'm totally out of the frame. As we welcome you into Washington for game number 1 of the season. It's the Florida Marlins taking on the Washington Nationals in Nationals Park. 41,888 your capacity. To begin the 2011 random rostered 3-inning season, I did not adjust the statistics of the pitchers, which I can do. It's unfortunately going to take another load. But I do want to make sure that I get this. There's your starting lineup for the Marlins. Hold on, we'll skip through this. Hold on. Now my note is useless. Yeah, see, he pitched. It was a 1-0 game, but he pitched a complete game, and I don't want that. That's fine. A solo home run. Exit. All right, so we'll pick a game here in the next one. I was going to just bring up a timer on my phone. At some point in this video will get interesting, I promise. This will help us determine how many games that we're going to do. I'd like to end the stream by about 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So as long as they're about 30 minutes or so, which was what I'm hoping for, we can start. Basically, no games would start after like 8:10 p.m. just in case things get wild. Where's my clock? CLOC. There it is. Timers. No. Stopwatch. Stopwatch is what I want. Okay, so we can go. You know what? We'll watch the Mariners game, and what we'll do is Trade Central free agents, sign draft picks. Oh, did I make trade transaction? Oh no, options, sliders. No. This isn't going to be what I want. Oh, I wonder if I have to do that outside of the thing. Schedule. Team management. Manage roster. Edit player. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, so we will go. Everybody's a starting pitcher. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. What's the I mean? So then we would edit. Attributes. Stamina. That's all we want. So how low can you go? Can you go all the way to 0? Oh, that's awesome. What's that? Let's take a look at a relief. Well, hold on. Well, what's a relief pitcher? Stamina. We'll give the starters like just a 30. How about that? We'll give them a slight bump. Pardon me. Apply all changes, edit player, and this is like the most boring part of it. Oh wait, hold on. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Starting pitcher, edit player. Now, ideally, we would do this in the first part. We would do this before, and I think that would actually change how you would... Oh, do you have... I think it would change how the draft would go. So I think that could be an interesting thing as well. So let's go... Stamina all the way down to 30. Hopefully this is enough. We can dial it in. Doug Davis. And then we'll just leave the relievers alone. Hopefully none of the relievers have more than 30 stamina. And if they do, you know what? That's fine. Ryan Dempster. Okay. So then I think we should have everybody. But I think he's on the team, so I don't know that it matters. Doug Davis. 30. Adam Ottavino. No, you can't have 73. No, I refuse. I do like that it goes all the way down to 0. Some of the games crop out at a weird... Oh, God. It's confusing because it's moving them around. How do you play your card? Flip. Stamina's low. It'd be nice if you could look at other players. Okay, that's actually kind of helpful. Salary. Oh, God. Stamina low. Josh Outman. Flip. Stamina too high. Too high, Josh Outman. It's too high. 73. And it keeps doing this stupid thing. Spells his name incorrectly. God, there's not a good way to do this. It's got to be the card. That way it doesn't... I don't lose... Stamina. Stamina. Okay. And then the relief pitchers should all be pretty low anyway. Grant Belfer. Let's just look at the number for him. 24. Okay. Okay. Now, hopefully that's saved. Let's manage our roster. Oh, because we're in the thing already. Ugh. Sorry if this is horribly boring. All right, now we are playing the Angels, so we'll just do this real quick. I probably didn't. They were probably 2 away. Yep, they were. Of course they were. They have Miguel Cabrera. Oh my fucking god. Torrey Hunter, Chad Billingsley. All right. Added player. Cancel. Starting pitcher. Okay. Jorge De La Rosa. I have not fixed you. James Shields. I have not fixed you. It's also a very bad thing to do on a Sunday night. By the way, shout out to the Mariners for taking Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Kind of stole one there. Attributes low. Too high. Great color matchup with the Blue Jays. Man, I really wonder if this is going to be the year that the Mariners make the World Series. I know some people are rooting here, some fans of the channel or some followers of the channel are rooting for the Mariners. I am all in on the Brewers, man. Like, I love the Seattle Mariners, a big fan. I am so in on Pocket Pancakes. Like, you would not believe it. But also at the same time, like, obviously rooting for Seattle. Oof. Has it been doing that bad flash in the background the whole time? If it has, I apologize. Oh, because it's just a generic player. Accept and proceed. Did I fix yours, or do you just not have any? I must have. James Shields. He sounds kind of familiar. Brandon Morrow. Oops, cancel. Yeah, you did not. Brad Lincoln. Cancel. Okay. Jorge De La Rosa. All right, so Brad and Troy, I think, are the last 2 that we need to worry about. And we can tinker with the number. Brad and, what did I say, Torrey? We can tinker with how much it shows, like, the extra stuff in the game if it's too, like, in the way. I think ideally they all end up in the same order that they were originally in, because the only thing I'm tinkering with is getting tinkered with all the same, so. And I think these 2. Just double checking though. Okay. Triangle. All right. Cancel. Options. We'll save just in case. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate it. Like I said, probably going to be kind of a slow video. Maybe a bit of a quieter, dull video. But we kind of have the groundwork laid. I did this last year where I'd like tested out my off-season content plans or whatever it was. And like it drove me up the wall. But I think this makes a lot more sense. Because originally I was like, well, I'll play the the Mariners game, so I thought that had too much input. Okay, all preceding games. So here we go. And then we will start a timer. Uh-oh. Now. Oh, good God. Whatever. Maybe that'll be there. All right. Skip Shoemaker. Ichiro's still on the team, by the way. I didn't even put that together. I would guess that Ichiro would have been the third pick. Or would be the third pick. All right. US Bank, what are you telling me? Ooh, Amazon Prime. Excellent. Fantastic. Don't even really need it, but whatever. Jorge Posada. Palacido Polanco. Welcome on in to Safeco Field and MLB 11, the show. Let's, oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to take my webcam away so I could grab a thumbnail. And then we'll go right over, God, to over here. Okay, we'll iron out the clicks, no problem. But welcome on in to Safeco. That's right, not T-Mobile Park. It used to be Safeco Field. We have the opening day for the Seattle Mariners. They are taking on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And we will save this under MLB. You know what? Here, we'll do... actually, streams. We'll do... Boy, we are taking a while to get rolling here, huh? MLB 11, or MLB off-season test. That'll be helpful. MLB 11 thumbnail. Here's your starting lineup for the Los Angeles Angels. Leading off is Brett Gardner. Going on to Niger Morgan. Miguel Cabrera batting third. Dan Uggla. Torrey Hunter. Pedro Alvarez. John Buck. Ivan Rodriguez. And Starlin Castro. Round it out. Your DH is Ivan Rodriguez. DH turned on here. Right-handed heavy lineup for this leadoff game or opening game. We'll get better. Ryan Dempster. Straight zeros. Hey, it's almost like it's the start of the season. Here's your defensive lineup. Crispy Young. Crispy Nimble. Crispy Quick. We have Chris Young. Milton Bradley over in left field with Ichiro in right. Omar Infante. And a bunch of other guys. And then hopefully the audio's loud enough. I can tinker with that. I think everything's full, so we can... Oh, you think I'm playing? Do you think I'm playing the video game? We'll disable all tips. Oh, it thinks I'm playing the video game. Hold on. Controller select. Okay, so now we're going to want to... We might need to change the cameras. I think we had to do that because that ball is fouled away. So let's go options, presentations, widescreen. Oh, shoots. Okay. Presentations. No. Game displays. Uh-oh. I don't want to look at this. This is an awful camera. Gameplay settings, player settings, batting view, pitcher, and we'll go pitching view pitcher, right? Alright, hopefully this will help us out here. Now there is no strike zone, so that's going to be an interesting, as we get ready to wind and fire. That one is called for a strike. So 0-2 here to the leadoff man for the Angels. Top of the first. Only 3-inning game, so I think that's what's going to be interesting. And again, like it's one of those things we were going to have kind of a funky... Oh, they're going to call that a strike. He's going to bang his hand on his head, but seems a little frustrated as that looked like it was outside to me. Niger Morgan will step in. Step into bat. Surprised to see so many right-handers in the lineup, considering that it is a right-handed pitcher. That one is crushed out to left or right center. Ooh, Ichiro misses it. He's heading to second. That is super helpful up in the top right corner, because we don't get that in. I wonder if it's because it thinks I'm playing. That's okay. We can figure that out, because there was a problem when we were doing the show 25. It doesn't have that, so it's hard to tell where the runners tend to be. So hopefully that's up there all the time, but we'll see. So a double gets things started here for Los Angeles. That pitch just missed. Ball 1. Double taps the plate. And is set. Or I guess technically that would be set. He is going for third. He's going to be thrown out easily. So that's a bad move. I don't know why you would do that in that situation. He was out by about 3 steps there. Some of the show replays are really do a disservice to how bad like we see the show motion at MLB, the show 25, and it's like, what are we doing? 2-0 count here with 2 outs. Misses inside again. I don't think you really want to pitch to him. See if the batter goes. I believe it's Miguel Cabrera. Might be a good idea for me to take screenshots of that so I can kind of see where we are. Have those names memorized a little bit. That pitch was high, and it'll be the first walk of the season. But Dempster, I don't think ever really... just didn't seem like he really wanted to pitch him tough. Dan Uggla stepping in for his first crack of the season. Oh, and they have a nice little display up there so we can see if they're going to try and steal. There's a strike in. You could really see the difference between the previous batter and Uggla now. Pitched him inside for a strike. So it should be 2 on, 1 out. I really don't understand the steal attempt. As the pitcher comes set. Fires. That one is fouled away. 0-2. He said that ball's foul, but it seemed like kind of late. Cracked out to left. It's going to be a base hit. Don't know that that would have scored a run, but could have been a play at the plate. Would have been interesting if they didn't try to steal. So Dempster's given up a couple of hits after. So it was a strikeout, a hit, a walk, a hit. What do we see this time around? It's Torrey Hunter, who actually did play for the Angels around this time. That's exciting. We get the lead off of first. That one is cracked, but foul. So 0-1. That one is swung on, driven up the middle. Would have scored a run, might score a run either way. From center field, he's going to throw to home. It is actually surprisingly on time. Technically late, but it was a closer play than I thought it was going to be. And that most likely would have scored 2 without the steal attempt. And with 2 outs, the Los Angeles Angels score the first run of the game. Pedro Alvarez, that almost assuredly means, oh shoot, I already saved over the other one, so we'll just have to redraft. Darn, maybe the Mariners will pick up some pitchers. So runners on first and third. Wines fires low. It's going right to the shortstop. He's going to fire over to first, and that is out number 3. So that will be the end of the top of the first inning. 3 hits, 1 run, a walk, and a strikeout. Ichiro, Shoemaker, and Votto coming up for the Mariners here in the bottom of the first. There is a look at your starting lineups, or starting lineup, presented to you by State Farm. Do you need Batman or Bateman? Skip Schumacher. Not Joel Shoemaker, the director of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. The man single-handedly credited with killing the franchise. Omar Infante, Milton Bradley, Clint Barnes, Chris B. Young. I think they have nice things to say about the players, which is a little unfortunate. Chad Billingsley is your starting pitcher for today. We take a look at the defense for the Los Angeles Angels. It was indeed Miguel Cabrera that walked and came around and scored. Ichiro just got his number retired. Well, they have his player animation locked and loaded. Bottom one. LA leads by 1. Here is the pitch. Ichiro tries to slap it up the left, the third base line, but it rolls foul. 0-1. Pitch inside, misses. Ball 1. That was very robotic out of me. Sets up outside. Ichiro hits it through the gap, and that will be a single. Misses the shortstop with a pretty good dive, but did just miss it. Ichiro and... Hey, that's a fun first base. Ichiro and Miguel Cabrera. That's what you like to see, did I? Oh. I put it out of sight. Oopsie daisy. All right, so 1 on, nobody out. This one's cracked out to left. It is going to drop for a hit. Ichiro will hold at second. And the Mariners with a couple on here to get the season started offensively. Bam. Clap. 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 Joey Votto, the lefty, steps in. Two on, nobody out. That is in for a strike. Looked like caught the low outside corner. 0-1. That one is hit. That's going to be, unfortunately, a... No, oh, it was a double play. I was looking at the dot up in the top right-hand corner. It looked closer. And it is, unfortunately, a pretty big crush to the momentum. I mean, that animation looked very bizarre on the second base. Jorge Posada, an opportunity to knock in a run, knock in Ichiro, tie this game up in the bottom of the first inning. That one just catches the inside. Catcher really set up inside. And that will be strike number 1. Posada gets jammed. It's going to be an out. The Mariners threaten here in the bottom of the first, but a double play and a jam shot pop out. Strand a runner at third. Buck Rodriguez and Castro coming to the plate for the Angels. It's 1-0. John Buck. Look at that old Blue Jays logo. It's blurry and hard to see, I know, but it's there. Believe me. Oh, that one is cracked, and it is foul. Dempster's still in here as we go to the second inning. Don't know what his stamina is, but we might need to either lower the stamina rating or raise the stamina, the pitcher fatigue. Ideally, they would switch out once per inning, but also... God, I hope all of that's saved. Could you imagine if I did all of that and it didn't save? That ball is high. Be a little unfortunate, but also kind of whatever. I'll make sure that it's right for the actual thing, but I probably didn't need to worry about it right now. I did just want to see how it played. No, there's a reason for it. 2-2 the count here, as we are in the top of the second. That is ball 3. Just inside. Full count here. Dempster already has one walk given up today. And that one is hit out to center field, and it's caught. I really hate the design of the Mariners outfield. I don't know why it's that way. Ivan Rodriguez. Ivan? Ivan? Darn it. That's okay. We're learning. We'll learn. That one looked like it was pretty high in the zone, but Rodriguez takes a swing at it. It's caught by the second baseman, Starlin Castro. Will be the next batter for the Los Angeles Angels. Looks like they're celebrating their 50th season, which means they would be celebrating number 65 next year, as this game would be 15 years old. That's right, folks. 15 years ago, they were still making PlayStation 2 sports games. I think Madden NFL 12 is kind of the weird one because it's the rare yearly sports game that has a greatest hits version available. The other one that I can think of off the top of my head is MLB 2005, or MVP, excuse me. MVP Baseball 2005, because that was the last of its series as well. Other than that, they did not reprint them typically with greatest hits versions of it. The extreme sports or arcade sports games, absolutely, but not Madden 2006. Or MLB 06, the show, for that matter. Dempster has evened the count out at 2-2 with that last pitch. Or I guess I should give credit to the batter. That one's inside. Good patience here from the Angels, making Dempster work. He does not have a lot of stamina, but still able to go 2 innings. We might need to drop everything lower. I'll mark that in my notes. That one is fouled away. Started with 30 stamina. Go lower. That one sliced up the third base side, but foul. That is lined out to center. Good job by a nice at-bat there for the Los Angeles Angels. It was fouled off a couple of pitches and then finally got one that he could do something with and knock that into center field for a single. Brett Gardner, 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. He had the funky strikeout to start the game. That is in for a strike. Don't know if that's I don't think that was the location the catcher wanted. Nice adjustment there to make sure that the ball doesn't try and get away. A pitch inside, like a bit of a delayed back off there by Gardner. 1-1. That is strike number 2. I don't know if he has taken the bat off his shoulder in 6 pitches in this game. That one is smacked out to left field. Not a lot of movement there. Backs up a couple extra steps, and that is out number 3. So the Mariners give up another hit, but they don't allow it to come around to score, or it doesn't cause any damage. 1-0 still. Los Angeles. Polanco, Infante, and Bradley coming to the plates. Placido Polanco leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Seattle Mariners. Down by a run. Threatened in the first, but could not come up with the run. They got all the way to third base. And swung on and missed for strike 2. High for ball 1. Winds and fires. That is low and outside, I should say, for ball 2. Good job by the Mariners batter to even this count up. It's the way I should have complimented the Angels batter. That is hit foul. Late on it. Looked like that was a pretty good pitch to hit, but does stay alive. That one fouled away again. Souvenirs galore over there. That one is smashed out to right field and fair. It's going to get into the corner. He is hustling to second. He's in with a stand-up double and a good way to start the bottom of the second inning. Lord help me if this game goes into extras. I guess we could just call it after 3 and we don't really need to know the whole thing. We just need kind of a time frame. This would also be why games would not start past... Oh my gosh, it's so late. Start past a certain time. Just in case. That is outside for ball number 1. That is in for strike number 1. That's a nice pitch. Like it was going to be kind of on the outside. We might have missed the zone, but just kind of came back over the top of the plate there. 1 on, nobody out for the Mariners. Swung on and fouled. Just foul. Fouled off. That looked like a nice curveball there. It was a spin from the umpire. That is foul up the third base line again. So the count remains 1-2. Pitcher ready. Winds, fires high for ball 2. That one jammed him a little bit, but able to get just all he had to do was get some of it, and he got enough of it to stay alive. Sets up on the outside. That is hit up the third base line yet again, and yet again it is foul. So it is still 2-2. That's fouled off the first base side, changing it up a little bit. Okay, thank you, umpire. We saw that was foul, pretty good. Misses with that big curve, high and outside. 3-2. That one is hit between the shortstop and the third baseman, and it will be. He'll be held at third for a single. Pretty clean jump, but just not a lot of speed, and it was pretty shallow left field. So Infante comes up with a nice base hit. Milton Bradley will step in, left fielder. That is outside for a ball. 1-0. Runners on first and third. Still nobody out. Just catches that outside corner. I think that's where the Posada, the first strikeout of the game, was kind of in that same spot. 1-1. A double play this time scores a run for the Mariners. Sets up outside again. Looks like he kind of missed that spot. We saw that with the Mariners pitcher in the previous half inning. That leads to strike two. So 1-2. 2 on, nobody out here in Seattle. Bottom second. That one is hit. That just missed by the first baseman. He's going first to third. It'll be a single, a run-scoring single. I thought that was going to be a double play. Bradley drives it right into the ground, keeps it fair. The first baseman can't come up with it. Miguel Cabrera. How in the world does Miguel Cabrera, MLB The Show 14 cover star, not come up with that? But it's still first and third here for the Mariners. Now 1-1. An opportunity for a save if they could score another run. Swung on and missed. Strike one. That one is smashed. It's out. Left center field. It is an out, and it will score a run. The Mariners take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. A nice piece of contact there. No doubt that that was going to score a run. Ball comes into second to hold the runner at first. And we still have not seen a pitching change yet. Makes me wonder if I even saved the differences in the pitchers. Crispy Young. Crispy nimble, crispy quick. Chris, I believe, patrols center field. 2-1 Seattle. One away, and that is in for a strike on the outside part of the plate. That is swung on and missed. Nice pitch from the Angels starter. That is hit and foul. That stayed up in the air a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh, does the Seattle Stadium, does this have the... Safeco have that terrible left field wall? That one is smacked out to center. See how aggressive they are in the base running. They are going first to third. Runners on the corners again. The Angels, we'll see if they want to make a pitching change. I'd imagine that ideally the pitcher is out of gas here, and theoretically the pitcher's out of gas, and ideally that would force the manager to do something. But instead it's going to be an at-bat against Ichiro. That one is hit, and that'll be dribbled up the first. Ooh, out at first. It's another double play with a runner on third, but the Mariners come up with two. It's 2-1. Morgan, Cabrera, and Ugla coming to the plate for the Angels. So 2-1 here, top three. Dempster still in. I think the logic might be a little broken. They're going to try a bunt to get on first base, but it rolls foul. There is strike two. Didn't even try to bunt that time. This would be a good opportunity for Seattle to bring in a closer. I just hit up the first base line, foul. Let's do one thing here. Is there a way to check his stamina? Well, that wasn't the intention. I don't love the pitching mechanic. It was not even to try and speed this game along. I can't tell what the stamina is. Ryan Dempster has a lot of energy still. I guess that's all I needed to look at. Huh. So then, hold on, let's go. Options? No. Oh, I can't do team management. Hold on. Controller select. Team management. Bullpen. It doesn't give me... Huh. I thought I fixed everybody, but maybe I did not. Because he still has quite a bit of energy. Okay. Oh, it still thinks I want to control the game. No, it doesn't. Okay. My bad. So I technically helped with an out. As this one is smacked out to right field. Ichiro chases. And he is got the over-the-shoulder grab for out number 2. He missed a ball in the first inning, but comes back with a nice play in the third. And here it is, the final out of the game. It's Dan Ugla. Whatever the time is here, we'll probably minus about... we'll minus a minute 30 for... we'll minus a minute 30 for menu adjustments. One of these days I'll get rid of this cough. Not today, though. All right, 1-1, 2 out. Here for the final out of the game. That one is hit. It is into the gap, and a diving attempt by the center fielder. He's going to 2, and that is where he will stop. So a 2-out double. Keeps this game rolling. I meant to turn off my webcam because I need a Kleenex. That pitch is in for a strike. Right at the bottom of the zone. That's outside. See how aggressive he wants to pitch here. One, 2 away. A walk with the base open isn't the worst thing in the world. It would set up a force at any base. I don't think you want to be too careless with this hitter. 2-1. That is in for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Pretty nice location. Probably caught a little more of the plate than he wanted it to, but I mean, that is right at the bottom of the zone. That one is low and strike number 3. So that will do it. The Mariners score 2 in the bottom of the second. Dempster goes the full game. Granted, only 3 innings, but still. The Mariners come away with a 2-1 victory to open the season. And there is your player of the game, Ryan Dempster. 3 ERA. 3 innings, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts. His ERA is 3. And that is your player of the game. Dempster gets the win. Chad Billingsley gets the loss. No save, no home runs for either side. Okay, and that does it. All right. So that took about 36 minutes. Now, because we didn't play a full game, we had 4, 5, so we would need to take 36. Okay, so we'll go game time. And we'll knock a minute and a half off, so I guess 34. We'll go 34 and a half minutes. So we'll do some math. We'll go 34.5 divided by 5. It's 6.9. 6.9 min per 0.5 innings. God, that's miserable. Or it's about 14 minutes an inning. Because if you add another 6 minutes to the 36 that we had, it's about 42. So if you were to take 42 times 2, 80, which is an hour 20. Multiply that again, would be about 3 hours. I don't know if there's much of a way to turn that down a little bit. Did I save the rosters correctly is starting to become my question. We have a whole other game to look at, and I'm stuck here. So, 34. So then it might be, because my thought was to do it for 2.5 hours, but maybe we just do maybe 2.5 hours is a fine thing, but we're okay to stretch it to go to 9 p.m. So then team management, manage roster, edit player. His stamina was 30 and he was perfectly fine. Speed control, brake, slider, 2-seam. How low do we need to go? 15? Do we cut that in half? What's the... Then you have options, gameplay. Meter, new, assist, pitcher. Fast play. Switch the ability to play a game with or without in-game cutscenes and optional events like the catcher throwback. Off. Okay. All right. Well, I think we have an idea. It's going to be about 40 minutes per game, which is, I guess, not the worst. I would hope that it would be a little bit quicker. Maybe we need to turn the fast play on a little bit. I don't want to cut too much of it down. But we are kind of stuck with, basically I hit it from when I hit X. So we do have the loading screens in there, and it is kind of a slow start in the first inning with the lineups and such. Is there anything else that I would need? Let's go Prox 4 games a day, which might be enough. Save complete. Okay. So, with that out of the way, let's jump into MLB 2K12. We have a little bit of the groundwork laid for it. We know what we're looking for. So we'll go ahead and hit resets. I don't think it doesn't matter. Well, I guess if I corrupt my entire memory card, that's not great. All right. So MLB 2K12 is in. Let's go MLB 2K12 PS2 cover art. Images. Perfect. Justin Verlander. Ooh, good. It even has the black for the case. There we go. Save image as MLB 12. Okay. Loading, and then we can do this, and then we can go here. We can go there, and we can go 429. Oops. 727. Actually, here. 427 by 729. 427, 729. Okay. So, press the start button here. Sure. VIP 1. Are there cheat codes for this? $27th. Saving VIP profile. Ooh, VIP registered trademark. That's kind of wild. Now, we already have some of our stats. Okay. Back. Whoa, 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 whoa. You turn that My Morning jacket off. Get that out of here. Extras. 2K12. There are cheat codes. Man, I'd love 2K beats. Atmosphere. Bass drum of death. Okay, now that's all turned off. We're good. We also need settings for presentation, aggressive scan, general audio. There we go. Menu music, menu sound effects, commentators. Going down. Accept. Yes. Okay. Let's just go. We'll just go season. Yes, that's fine. All right, number of user teams 1. Okay, so we have fantasy draft. Yes. Yes, that's what we need. Number of games. So this is where it gets interesting. We have I believe we'll have the same number of games. Actually, that's not true. It is 10, 20, 40, 82, 120. I put that as 28. 120 and the 162. Dynamic of a difficulty. Rain delays, sure. Fantasy draft. Serpentine. It's fine. CPU trading. Force trades. Are we going to adjust the postseason format here? Not that we really need to worry about that at the moment. Okay. Let's do this. Let's take a look at a 120 game season just real quick. And we'll actually turn the fantasy draft off for that. So we don't need it. Okay, so we will go 120 games and then 82 games. So 120 games. Now, is this going to try and go... Oh, this goes all season. No, how do I... Is there a way... Well, okay. This game might get knocked out real early. Where's the schedule? My cheats. All players will have extra large heads. Yes. I did not anticipate this. 2012 schedule. Play game. Is that it? Oh! Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. There's no adjustment of innings. Why is there no adjustment of innings? Okay, hold on. Let's go franchise. I think this might have had a different style. Pro. You can't even change the number of innings in the game. Wow. Huh. Well, I guess that kind of saves this video's length a little bit. It's going to have to be MLB 2K or MLB 11. If I can very quickly, and there's no guarantee. Why? Oh, there's no disc in there. Oh, shoot. Well. Is there a disc in here? Yeah, but that console doesn't work. Which is probably why they're... Hold on. I don't even know where the big stacks of discs are. Oh, they're all over here. Oh, God. Hold on. I got a Sonic Unleashed. Oh, I got part of it. It's not over there, is it? These are all demo discs. There's a World Series D. Oh, we got it. We got it. 2K5. Now, I will do a thing here. Now, darn. Wow, I can't. I kind of forgot that would be a thing. So let's look up MLB 2K12 PS2 sheets just to kind of see if there's anything. Okay, select the enter cheat option. Just type Justin Verlander minus the quotes. Unlock all players, jerseys, legendary teams, and stadiums. Oh, okay. So there's not a whole lot there. Because 2K5 has the fun cheats that we used last season. The problem with 2K5 was that it's all skaters. What? Cheat codes. This site is supercheats.com. What the what the hell is this? Cheat codes for Major League Baseball 2K12. Added July 27th, 2005. These type these codes in the cheat menu to start the Disney Fun. All skaters, all levels, max special meter, create a skater items, Tarzan, Toy Story, Lion King. Those aren't 2K12 cheats. That's Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. I don't think there's anything... Okay, yeah, don't do that. Alright. So it seems like it's just Justin Verlander. Bronze trophies. Those aren't cheat codes. Good God. Okay, people don't know how to... People wouldn't know how to write cheat guides in this day and age. So this game doesn't work. I did not even consider that because we're going to just test it here with... I played a whole 3-inning season last off season. And it did not seem that I could... it did not seem to be that I could look at the whole day. It doesn't matter because I can't do 3-inning games. I want that to just be a universal thing. Did I have to do that here? Okay, so we will remove that. And then we can just turn that off. I think it might have an MLB thumbnails. 2K5? No? Must have been in a different folder. You have a bunch of 2K26s and whatever. Alright. Checking the memory card. I should have data on this bad boy. Okay. So, again, I knew it was going to be kind of a dry video. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I'm a cheater. I'm just trying to remember, because they were all real short. What? Really? How did I do this? I must have had to do the playing the season. God, but that's the thing. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the cancel. I can't even look at the whole day, so I think that... So then what? I forgot about that glitch. Play game. How did I do this? Video game, pure baseball. How did I do this? Because they were super short games, were they not? Is there a setting in the... There can't be a setting. They were all super short, right? Hold on. Where's studio? And then we go search 2K5. Yeah, they were 30 minutes a game. How did I get that to be 3 innings a game? Alright, well, let's do our due diligence. I think it's going to falter for different reasons. I can't remember the settings that I needed to use. MLB The Show is a game that was super malleable. 2K25 seems to be the most... or 2K Basketball seems to be the best modern malleable game. I think some of the newer ones actually have what I'm looking for, but I don't really want to use those. Like, it's more fun to use some of the older stuff. Plus, the big bonus part of it would be that the Astros aren't in the American League West, so that's exciting. Strike 2. Strike 3. Strike 1. Only struck out one guy. I took it away. Alright, start button. Game modes. Oh, it didn't save the settings, so it's My Morning Jacket. Okay. 120. Legend, dynamic difficulty, rain delays, fantasy drafts, trading, 777, injury management, lineup, inside edge. San Diego listed as our rival, which is weird. Management. Team pulse roster lineups, pitching rotation, defensive alignments, depth charts, features. There we go. Now you can at least have some ambient beep bop boop bop ups. Front office. Inside edge. Oh, wait, what? Weird. You can get like 50 reports on them. Okay. 2012 schedule. Simulate help. Cycle through teams. Okay, so we need to look through the teams. You must select your team to play or simulate. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing you can do here. And this is season mode, so that's fine. We could just double check franchise mode. I don't think this is going to work. So that unfortunately doesn't matter. 120. Yeah, that is weird. Because we watched one in MLB 2K10 on the 360. So we used a newer console and an older game, and it worked differently than this. Which is very odd. Oh, but did we just use the Mariners? And maybe I didn't do enough research in it. Okay, so 2012 schedule. Yeah. Interesting. Weird. Okay. I think the other thing that's kind of odd about this as well is the fact that... So what if you do play game? Is that it? 77 home. Oh, does this not have Griffey on it? Oh, Griffey would have retired. I think he retired the previous. Is that it? Okay, doesn't seem to be anything that I can do there. Okay, well, Oops, about my controller off. Okay. Well, there you have it. I guess for the PlayStation 2 off-season stuff, we'll be using MLB 11 The Show. I do wonder if I did the necessary things in some of those other videos, or if it was just the one type of thing that I used. So I got an achievement out of it as well. But yeah, MLB 11 The Show, PlayStation 2. That's what we'll be using. We will be doing, again, it'll be streams. It'll be Tuesday, Monday. What? Streams Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll have a different series on Wednesday that'll be recorded. It'll be me playing stuff, and it'll be on Saturday. While I'll compile some of the games to the like games of the week for you to enjoy as kind of some off day content. Yeah, this will start as soon as the World Series ends. We'll jump into it. If it goes all 7 games, it kind of lines up really perfectly. But if it goes less than 7 games, then that's fine as well. When we're done with this, because it'll end pretty early, we'll probably jump into some other MLB The Show stuff, getting excited for the next version of MLB The Show, MLB The Show 26. So there you have it. That's your off-season stuff. Thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for the World Series, again, that'll start tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. I wanted to get this out because I thought that there were going to be 2 games in contention to be played. So I was like, okay, well, if both games were in contention, I would ask for suggestions and help and stuff like that to help steer in a direction and see what people actually wanted out of it. But since there aren't 2 games, then it doesn't really matter. But so there you have it. There might be some funky scheduling at the start of the season, so that might kind of fart with things a little bit. We'll be doing. I'm planning on playing Dispatch, a new game coming out that releases on Wednesday, the 22nd, and it is episodic, and it is releasing for 4 straight weeks. So there might be some funk in the schedule early. So maybe that balances us out a little bit as far as that end of the season thing. As soon as we get to the playoffs, we will just jump in. That'll be a whole day of streaming on the channel. So hopefully I've covered everything. Hopefully everything makes sense. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you'd like more content, please subscribe right over here where the gameplay is. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Got baseball right here every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Like I said, World Series tomorrow against the Cincinnati Reds starts tomorrow. And then this morning, a Jump Space video went up. Does it work on Xbox Series S finally? Click to find out. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll catch you another day in a different video. And we'll see you tomorrow for Game 1 of the World Series. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.